represent your club or just a player that you really like over at Club Vector. The link can be found down below. We also take requests for new names and shirts. My Twitter can be found down below. And if you'd rather get your coins direct rather than roll the dice with FIFA points, head to u7buy.com and at checkout use the code TVM for a discount. The link can be found down below. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the Road to Glory. Don't know what episode we are, but we have some gameplay the last four games. The last 4 games of Weekend League, all of which, and I'm not trying to yank my own chain as the Americans would say, but they were all rage quits. Happy days. All done with that team, by the way. Kind of looking forward to see if we can go into the next Weekend League with a slightly weaker team maybe, but some different players in some different positions. Like I said yesterday, we'll look at that maybe a little bit closer on Thursday. Maybe, because I just want to open rewards first. Speaking of rewards, we do have, what do I have? A 45k pack from the new objective, as well as some 75 plus packs. A rare Electrum pack that came out of the SBC, or one of the SBCs, that's untradeable. And I've done 3 player picks as well. I've dipped below 1 million coins. I'm not happy about it, but rewards will take me back up. I'm kind of half tempted to take tradable, tradable rival rewards. Christ. I don't know whether I will or not. I probably won't. You know, when it comes to it, you think, right now, I'll take tradable because I need coins. But when it comes to it, it's, 2 ultimate packs or 1? I'm going to take 2. I don't know. We'll see. I got some picks mixed in here as well. They're not crazy, so, don't get excited. Wish I could double like for the cat reveal, says Rico. Louis says, have you ever had a dog in your life? Yes, actually. I had dogs before I had cats. I don't know, I just sort of stumbled and fell into having a cat, really, and now I've got 4 of them. Aiden says, I did the Prime Keane SBC, as Keane was one of my favourite players growing up. I can tell you he's clearly not the best DM out there, but as I'm only a Division 5 player that doesn't play Weekend League, I'm not looking to build an ultra-competitive team, just something to have a bit of fun with. And that is a comment I'd like to frame, because that is what I try to get across in player reviews, and I feel like I can't say the exact same thing in every single video because otherwise people will get bored of what I'm saying. I kind of have to look at it objectively. But unless I'm reviewing a Neymar and Mbappe type player, I think everyone has to have this mentality of, I watch him in real life, or I've watched him growing up in real life, or I'm a Man United fan, Liverpool fan, whatever fan of that particular player that used to play for is, right? And you need to look at it from can I just have a bit of fun with this player? So like Iron Robin, for example, don't get me wrong, he is decent in-game. As my cat is scratching the door, I do apologise if you can hear it in the background. There's not an awful lot, besides trying to throw something toward her direction. Did that work? It did work. She stopped. Brilliant. So, Iron Robin, decent in-game, but not amazing. But because I like watching him in real life and bombing down the right, and he's going to cut in, but you can't stop him, I like doing it in-game, and it's fun to do in-game, and it works. He's not the best player in the world, but it's fun. And that is exactly the kind of feeling I had with Roy Keane as well. I'm not a Man United fan, and I don't really particularly like Roy Keane necessarily. However, going into a game with him and trying to play with him as I would have watched him play is the fun element of it. That's kind of what I want to do with building squads for Weekend League. Use some players like David Alaba, for example. Okay, we've got the road to the final card. Would be nice to be able to use him in game. Manuel Neuer, got Alphonso Davies as well. So we're definitely going to use those. Look at that from Iron Robin. That's such an Iron Robin goal. Maybe not ball rolling the keeper and using his weak foot to finish it. He would have cut back, turned around, beat the defenders again, and then finessed it into the top corner. But scoring goals with these type of players is a lot more fun than scoring them with Ronaldo, because Ronaldo is one of those meta players that is in the team purely, I know it sounds stupid, but he's in the team purely because I know he's fantastic. But with Iron Robin, he's not necessarily fantastic. He's just fun to use in that sense. I have run out. No, hang on. I've got something else to throw at her. She's making noise. I just need to throw it in her general direction. It's really irritating. Javier says, would you guys consider Khedira a legend? I feel like he's been an integral part of many championships. I mean, you can define the word legend, an icon, in so many different ways, and I've said this before in previous videos, and I think that they should introduce something like this into FIFA, and that is club icons, or club legends they could call it, or whatever, something that isn't completely copyrighted. Basically, and I'll use him as an example as I do every single time, John Arnorisa is a Liverpool icon, Liverpool legend. But is he a legend in football? Maybe not so much. You know, as a Man United fan, you're not going to really care too much about John Arnorisa's icon card, right? But as a Liverpool fan, that'd be the first player on your team sheet. To bomb down the left with him and to launch one would be fantastic. So, for me, that's great composure from Maradona. For me, John Arnorisa is an icon, but for nearly everyone else who isn't a Liverpool fan, or maybe even a Roma fan to a certain extent, he isn't. So I think it kind of comes down to the individual, what team you support, and that kind of thing, you know? I'd like them to bring that sort of thing into the game, like club icons. Maybe they're not as high rated as some cards are. Maybe they're dynamic, and over time they get upgraded when you complete certain things and do certain things. But either way, it would be nice. Final player pick before we jump into the live player picks. And it was Iron Robin, but we do take our. So at the moment, I wouldn't say this is what I have, because this hasn't really changed. All I've done is put Neuer, Alaba, and Davis in there. Kleiber's now been upgraded to an 86 rated, which, I mean, I don't know the difference in stats. I'd need to look at them side by side, and I don't even think you could look at the 85 anymore. But of course, he's been upgraded by probably 1 across the board. However, he was good anyway, so I wouldn't mind playing with him again. I wouldn't mind keeping Iron Robin in there for the time being. I think I'm going to take out Van Dijk because he just doesn't work in there anymore. Don't really want Gravenberch in there this weekend. Kind of thinking Maradona will have a rest as well. Probably will need to play some sort of icon there, though. So at the moment, I'm thinking maybe Samuel Eto'o, possibly. The issue with the midfield is going to be chemistry, you know, and I'm not saying Jota has to play there. I might give him a go, might not. He was coming off at half-time in every game anyway, unless we were winning 3 or 4-0. Maybe we do that. I don't know about Blanc, to be honest. Blanc may or may not be there. There's not really a need for him to be there. Well, apart from chemistry, I don't overly love Blanc. I think he's good, but I don't overly love him, right? So he doesn't need to be in the team. The only issue that I have is chemistry. That is, how do I fix that for chemistry without using icons? I mean, in terms of icons, do I have anyone in the club that isn't alone? I know I've got Xavi, and Zanetti, but that doesn't really work for me. We've got Xavi who can come in. We could maybe use Xavi for a weekend, maybe. At the moment, I'm thinking maybe that, and then I'm going to need some sort of other CDM type player. I mean, Kante could come in there off chem, I suppose. I mean, it is all going to come down to whoever we pack. Let's just do that for now, right? I'm not against using Naby Keita, actually. Using those two as the CDMs, and then dropping in a centre-back. At the moment, we could potentially get away with Baumgartel. He's not full chem, but he's not far off at the same time. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? I mean, at the moment, I think that's maybe what I'll do. Maybe. But it, obviously, like I said, it depends on what we pack and what they bring out between now and then. We do have enough in the club in terms of fodder to complete something. I could drop Robin and complete Mahrez, although I'm not 100% on it. They dropped that Dos Santos, we know. Icon-wise, I could do an icon. Don't know. We'll see what they do over the next couple of days. We've got 3 player picks, 2 decent packs, and then some 75 pluses to open to finish the video off on. There won't be a Road to Glory tomorrow because there isn't really anything to do with Road to Glory on. I will look at your squads tomorrow in a video. It's not going to be a Road to Glory, but you're going to get priority. I've not really mentioned it anywhere else. So if you do want to send me your team, obviously via the web app would be fantastic. You can tweet me. The link for my Twitter is down below. If you want to become a channel member, just shout out to those first. Before we move on, hey, Inform Sushek, these could be good. 3 in a row, normally quite good, and we've started off with a bit of a bang. I have recorded the channel member video, and that will go up at some point today. It might be early morning, but it will go up within the next sort of 12 hours. From when you're watching this, it will go up in the next sort of 6 hours or so, right? So there is a channel members video coming, I promise you. Let's get on to the second player pick. Let's kick on. Okay, I'll take Yuri. It's not terrible, not terrible. Can we get our first ever headliner in a player pick? I've done a lot of these. I deserve one, EA. No, but we do get Lacazette, who may or may not go into Arsenal. Depends on how desperate I am for a striker. At the moment, he's selling for about 5k. It's probably a little bit too much to put into Arsenal, but that's not bad, you know. An inform and 283s. I'll definitely take that. And we have 3 75 pluses. This is from the objective to get the 45k pack. We didn't have to do an awful lot. Go in, play a couple of games, just sort of mess around a little bit, really. But we get a board. Spain. Goalkeeper. Fantastic. Oh, hello. It's the one you don't really pack that often. It is going to be Aitor. Normally it's like Lopez or something, but we didn't have him, which is nice. 2 75 pluses left. You don't often get like crazy good things in these, but they can pop up with the odd board, which is nice. Not on that occasion. I'm looking forward to rewards, hoping that EA just do a little bit of a madness when it comes to Weekend League, or when it comes to red rewards, and they drop like Messi and stuff, make it a little bit more interesting. You know, I've got a bit of an asphyxiation. Is that the right word I'm using there? I like packing Messi, basically. So if he's in Team of the Week, you never know. Both of these are untradeable. That came from the objective. This came from the SBC, which I used a lot of silvers in to complete, actually. It's only a 75 rated team. It's going to be a Libertadores card. Brilliant. Fix it, mate. Honestly, just fix it. Do we get a board in here? No, we don't. We do get some Premier League players, though. Areola's nice. Lanzini is nice. Shame they were relegated, because that would have been very good. And, of course, we get probably some untradeable duplicates over here, because nearly everything in my club these days is untradeable. We're going to have to get rid of Kramaric, but, you know, that's what happens when you got a lot of untradeable crap in the club. And finally, to end today's video, a bit of a somber one. I do apologise. There's not an awful lot going on right now in terms of... I mean, there's enough to kick on with objectives, but in the sense of, like, icon swaps, for example, we're waiting for Team of the Year before I complete certain things, because otherwise we're just going to have packs sat there doing nothing, and I want to open them for Team of the Year. In terms of icons right now, there's a couple there that I'm maybe thinking, yeah, okay, but I'm waiting to see if they drop anything like really good. And unfortunately, we do get a headliner. Hello. It's going to be... Oh, hello. Who's it going to be? It's the one that everyone packs. Of course it is. But we do get a headliner, so I can't complain. I would have taken it from a player pick, so you've got to take it from a 45k pack. 84 Rafinha. No, he's not going into the Weekend League team. Although he's not terrible. He could play there, but he's not going to. We also get an inform Sergio Oliveira. I just bought Fabianski, like really cheap on the market, but we just packed him again. We get a Spurs right back, a Brighton centre-back. Why am I shouting out the Premier League players? Because, of course, that's the only league we really care about in terms of... I'll keep him. I'll go complete Fulham now, and I'll keep Fabianski as well. But that's a good way to end the video, though. 2 special items, a headliner. Unfortunately, it's not like a fantastic one, but he'll definitely go to an 85 because PSG will win 4 at some point. Whether he'll get an inform or not, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping he does, for obvious reasons. It's not a terrible card. 4-star, high attacking work rate. He's left-footed. He's got very good long shots. His short passing is very good. His dribbling, his ball control's nice. He's reasonably well-rounded. His stamina is shocking. That is the only really downside to his card. But not a bad pack, not a bad way to end it. Let me know what you think of those player picks in the comments. I'll be back on Thursday for rewards, of course. Let me know whether you think I should take tradable or not. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Join the Betting Rebellion and find out what your football knowledge is really worth.